Hey everybody, welcome back to Starfyre Gaming. I am Sir Joseph and this is Expeditions Rome. We are retaking Asia Minor and that's what we're doing. We're here in our consul's tent and we want to go ahead and talk to the consul and let him know what we have learned about the trader. Let's see if Yulia wants to
What
speak
can
with
I do
us.
for you?
Nope. Okay, we won't worry about talking to people then. Other than the consul, who is our main
It
talking
is as
guy.
I feared. Witelia Skyawala is working with Mithridates, and no doubt his brother is part of this too. We must take action.
How long since you've known about this?
Since the beginning. We were working with your father to expose Witelia Skyawala and his brother. Alas, they outsmarted us both.
Why would a senator do this?
Power is the most intoxicating wine. Unfortunately, it is also poisonous. It's been a long time since the Senate stood for the virtues of Rome. In a way, Skyawala and his brother are the embodiment of modern Rome.
Sciolio married my sister to eliminate my father.
To eliminate your whole family. Your father and I were getting close to uncovering this conspiracy against the very soul of Rome. Getting married to your sister after Marcus's untimely death made Witelia Skyawala your paterfamilias. A perfect play to get your family out of the picture.
We will put an end to this.
You should know that either Skyawala or his brother Lorco killed your father. There is no other explanation. We were so close to getting the family declared infames. I believe they must have felt cornered. In their desperation, they killed your father. That is why your mother sent you here. She understood you were in danger too.
I owe you a lot, Lucullus, but the blood of my father should not be spilt in vain. I need to save my family, get them back from Scaeula. What do you think we should do?
We will avenge your father and save your family. All in good time. Scaeula is a villainous bastard, but he is neither stupid nor careless. Never forget, the enemy is most dangerous when he is nearly vanquished. We shall expose him in front of the Senate.
How, Domine? We don't even know where he is.
By winning this war, he will be in Rome. All of this he's doing to conquer it. He won't be able to stay away.
What shall we do with Cassius?
Keep him alive until we're in Rome. He might prove useful. I almost wanted to kill him, but...
Wise decision, Domine.
There is another matter I would like to discuss. Let me know if you have a moment.
So that's the wine. Well, let's go ahead and talk to him.
You've taken to command as quickly as I had hoped.
I grew up hearing about your exploits from my father. In a way, I've learned from you.
It is a useful thing to study the masters of the past, as long as you're able to build on their lessons. I've been observing your legion closely, and I've noticed something that may be of great value to you.
I'm always eager to learn more from you, Petrone.
The cavalry of Mithridates is very heavily armored. Your own Equites has had trouble with them. But I believe we can turn this into a decisive advantage. Try this. Order your Equites to turn and ride away. Make it look like they are routed. Mithridates' cataphracts will not be able to resist giving chase.
Removing the enemy cavalry from the battle would be a boon, but if my own cavalry is gone as well, I wouldn't be able to exploit their absence.
Indeed. So your Equites must eliminate Mithridates' cataphracts, and then return to the battle. Once the enemy heavy cavalry is exhausted from chasing your Equites through the heat, your men will turn and cut them apart.
Using the climate against the enemy? That's a brilliant idea.
It is likely to only work once. Word will spread of what you've done, and they will not fall for it again. Save this ruse for a moment of great need.
What was the other matter you wished to discuss?
Regaining control of Asia Minor is important, of course, but our primary objective is ensuring the safety of Cotta. There may be a way of saving him without combat. I have arranged a meeting with Mithridates' Magus. Everyone wants something. Let us see what our enemy wants, and what we can get in exchange for it.
I thought our primary objective was defeating Mithridates.
It still is. But conquering a fortress and saving a hostage from said fortress are two tasks of vastly different complexity. Simply put, our task would be much more straightforward without the need to worry about Cotta's safety.
Where exactly will this meeting take place?
In the same fishing village in Troas where you found Cassius, Lamedontus agreed to mediate. We will meet at his villa and have an opportunity to taste his food.
Lamedontus? Doesn't he serve Mithridates?
He serves his own people. Lamedontus is a wealthy man from a family who has always held great power in that region. There's a fragile political balance in Troas. It is in Lamedontus's best interest to keep everyone alive. The demise of either party means he will die too.
What do you need me to do?
You must learn about the art of negotiation. I think you should accompany me and take part in our conversation with Mithridates.
Not to mention the great opportunity this represents for us.
What opportunity?
She's talking about killing him, probably by poisoning. Am I right?
You are? But it is a great opportunity. You can't deny it.
Everyone knows Mithridates cannot be poisoned. As I said, we will just be there to negotiate.
What are we waiting for? Let's go.
Lamedontus has a villa in Troas. We shall meet there. You will arrive unarmed, and on time.
You should take this flask anyway. You never know when you will need poison.
Give it here.
You will not regret this.
Alright, let's take a look at these quests. Let's go ahead and track that. Alright, let's... Oh. Lots of different ways to get out and wanted me to go that way, I
Rumours
guess.
are his Praetorian Guard are all women. Oh, shit. It's not. Marcus told me he's got it from...
Alright. So we had to come over here because these guys they're gonna about get attacked in 10 hours and 32 minutes. the fortress to get attacked, and then we're going to come back over here to grab this back again, so we can then finish what we need to do. What do we need to do? There's no particular thing, so guess we're gonna head here. Valley of Floods. Your advanced party has discovered a narrow and well-protected valley passing through the steep mountains. As you're walking through the valley, it starts to rain, and soon enough, the water around your feet begins rising. You hear the distant rumbling of a flood rolling in. In this treacherous terrain, it will be difficult to make it to the exit unscathed. Well, we just got to get out of there. We're going to drop everything and run. No longer encumbered by the bags you have dropped, you barely manage to make the valley's exit as a roaring wave of flood rushes past you, destroying everything in its path. Well, we lost stuff, but where's the enemy army? There it comes. Alright, well, we need you. We're going to take you. Just want our most loyal folks here. Did I hit the wrong button? Alright. There we go. Helps when you click on the right stuff. Alright, let's see what happens.
I have spices from all across the known world. Get them while supplies last.
You must be the Roman consul's people. Go right in, they're all waiting for you.
Can't get in the... There we go. Said unarmed. This might be a redo here. We'll see.
Welcome and well met. I believe I do not need to remind you of our agreement about the nature of this meeting.
Of course not.
I am well aware of the nature of your arrangement.
Delightful. Settle down then. And just to make it clear, you both agreed to not bear arms inside my villa. This rule is meant to discourage combat. Combat in this case includes but is not limited to hand-to-hand engagements. Refreshments will be served in a moment. Enjoy yourselves, and please, try to refrain from killing each other.
I see you have brought reinforcements, Lucullus. Are you the Consul's Praetorian Guard?
Not really. I'm here to learn.
A student of politics, huh? Watch closely, then. Learning about defeat is a useful educational experience. Very well. Let us start. Tell me how I can help you.
First of all, Mithridates Megas, I am pleased that you came to meet me. There's a certain individual you've been keeping as a guest. It would make me happy to see him reunited with his family.
I'm sure that would make you happy and place you in a significantly better strategic position. Forgive me for being selfish in this case, but you should know that his release would certainly not make me happy. And I'm mostly concerned with my own happiness. Besides, I'm quite fond of my new friend Kota. Why would I let him go? He's a valuable guest. Certainly, you don't expect me to roll over and give him up to you.
Not at all. But my intention here is not to bring about your defeat.
I highly doubt that.
My intention is making sure we both win. Over the course of this war, we have captured nearly 1,000 of your soldiers, which are held in my camp as prisoners. I have no interest in feeding your men. We would both be best served by an exchange of hostages. One man for the lives of 1,000. I'd call that a fair trade, would you not?
An interesting proposal. But Kota is of immense strategic value to me. In order to make this trade, I would need to see my strategic position improved. I'm sure I can be persuaded into parting with your co-consul in exchange for, say, your departure from Asia Minor with all your legions. I doubt you'd agree to that.
Surely bolstering your ranks by nearly 1,000 soldiers would improve your strategic position.
More soldiers can always be levied. Why would I care about a mere 1,000?
It seems we are at a momentary impasse. Order us some wine, please, and we will see if we can work through this.
Okay, instruct the host to serve wine. Something bad's gonna happen here.
Don't you worry. I have already prepared the best wine for my guests. We did not spare any expense.
I shall bring the drinks to them.
By no means. All food and drinks are to be served by me. Only that way can we guarantee the safety for negotiators. Go now. I shall bring your drinks.
Good wine. Refreshes the mind indeed.
These Asian wines are rather dry. I prefer those they make in Africa.
To each their own. I'll make you one final offer. I have no interest in handing over Kota. But since you have shown goodwill, I may be willing to release 200 of your legionari in exchange for the release of 400 of mine. I have heard your people boast that each of your legionari is worth 2 of my soldiers. So this should be a fair trade.
A man is worth much more than his value in war. Each man has a value as a husband, as a farmer, as a citizen. Though indeed a Roman legionaris is easily worth 2 or more soldiers in battle, one man is ultimately worth as much as any other man.
You speak as well as any Greek philosopher I have ever met. And your argument is strong. I will release 350.
If you accept the argument Malegatus has put forth, you must release a full cohort.
Fine, fine. A full cohort then.
We have a deal.
I am not in the mood to eat any longer. Stay and enjoy our host's hospitality if you'd like. Next time we meet, it will be on the battlefield.
That was some masterful negotiation. Well done. Go on, I'll stay here a little longer. I have some things I wish to discuss with our host, and some local delicacies I'd like to taste.
Okay. Mouse was down at the bottom.
What can I do for you?
Well, we got someone out blowing leaves there in the background. I do apologize for this. Hopefully it's not too bad. I apologize. Thank you for your time. All right, so that one is done. Back to the conquest of Asia Minor. We're just going to go ahead and head out. Gotta love the timing of the yard people outside. All right. So there's the Pontic army. Don't really have anything left to do except wait for this to happen. Alright, so if we pick him, things stay the same as far as damage goes. We still lose the same amount, but they lose extra. They lose some morale. I don't know what their morale is, but more morale is always a decent thing. But I like them losing more guys. We're going to go with you as my general.
Which formation shall we use?
Let's see. Legion morale -5. We don't like that. I'm working hard to get it up. Let's see. Player defense is at -10% though. Weak center, we lower their morale. Protective flank, we lower our morale. All right, let's.
Alicite hostes in infamata mamitiam acir.
80, there we go. Those are some good odds.
Our ranks have reached the enemy lines.
All right, so if we throw Pila, we lose 50, they lose 75. Hold positions, everybody kind of stays the same. We don't want to use Lucullus's Gambit, not here. That would be silly. Let's go and throw our Pilas. 94 to 18. Oh. Great damages we're getting on this one. Weather's changing. All right, so divide and conquer gives us all pluses and then minuses. That's good. Hunker down, same thing. Your own effort, same thing. So everything we're going to do is going to help out. Let's just see what we get on these things here. Let's go with hunker down. That keeps us at 1 on all of these things here to make what they do less impactful on us.
Rigidity et immunity!
124. Nice to 14. Awesome. She's not going to have anybody left.
This is it! Their will to fight is broken!
All right, so morale +6. It went up during this. No, it's going to go up here real soon, anyways, because of the bath. We give chase, we pretty much wipe them out. Show mercy, recover some of our losses. Let's show mercy, recover some of our losses.
Prosseriamo!
Well, that was fantastic. Got some denarii, some slaves, and some rations. Okay. Now we need to go back here with our legion. Okay, now we got these pacify regions things. Go 100% chance here now. We got 100% on these, which is good. Let's see, that's going to cost it's 50 medicine, 100 denarii. Cost 25 experience. Let's do this one. That was weird. Fallen Tree. A full and twisting mountain paths and deep valleys is the treacherous terrain of Asia Minor is occasionally difficult to traverse. Today, however, you are on a well-trodden path, marching at a brisk pace. Your procession snakes around the bend of the road, and you see a fallen tree blocking the path ahead. There's a certain oddness about the ancient oak lying there, considering the diminutive olive trees that surround it. Avoiding this path will involve a certain amount of backtracking and might set you back some time. If you want to move on, you will need to get out of the way. This looks a bit fishy. Let's find another path. This is exactly what you would have done if you wanted to ambush someone. You double back carefully and find an alternative path. You have to stop long enough along the way to rest and eat, but at least your people are safe. Oh, we've got XPs to deal with here. Inexhaustible self. Movement is unlimited. Wow. That's pretty amazing. He's healing and he's just keeping people all happy. Solidify your hold on Asia Minor. Alright, so now we can go 6 of 9s. We got this one here, which looks like possibly the, yep, so that's the top end there. And we've got these two here. We know Mithridates is up here because that's where his army ran away to. So let's go to here. What's this mission? 10 slaves for a bunch of money. Oh. I have been slacking here. Let's go ahead and grab that. Nothing discovered. Oh, there's another thing over here. Okay. Got a well. Oh. Let's head over here. Morale's increased to 7. That's good. Sword blade, shield boss, and some coin. Alright, is our Legion back? Summon from Luculius. You're riding along a lightly wooded path, nothing but bird song and the rustling of small animals among the brush to break the silence surrounding you. Then, a mere few paces to your left, a lightly armored Roman soldier steps out from behind a fallen tree where he was remarkably well hidden.
Sorry to startle you, Legate. I knew you were headed past here, and I wanted to challenge myself a little. It gets boring on the road.
Well, you seem to have passed the challenge. Treat yourself to a glass of wine at the next tavern you pass.
Thank you. I shall. That's very kind of you. The consul sent me to tell you that there has been a development. Thracia has joined the war on the side of Mithridates. You are to meet the consul at the camp of Legio Prima Italica to discuss our course of action.
Thank you, Legionare. I will meet with the consul as soon as I am able.
If that'll be all, I will take my leave once more. Vale, Legate.
Okay. Where's he at? Ah, he's over here now. Get us the tannery.
I'm glad you could get here so quickly.
I received your message. Tell me what happened.
This is Mithridates' response to our actions against Mysia and Troas. He's showing us that he knows how to divide and conquer just as well as we do. Somehow, he has turned the citizenship of Thracia against Rome, led by a wealthy Lannister called Damianos.
Who is this Damianos?
He owns the best and most respected gladiator school in the world. His gladiators are sold to Rome, where they typically have long and successful careers. He has also been known to use his gladiators as a sort of private militia, to enforce the laws of Rome throughout Thracia.
Mithridates must have promised him something big in return for his loyalty.
That much is clear. Damianos is a businessman, first and foremost. If he believes he would do better business under Mithridates, well, great risk brings great profit.
Do you believe Damianos is the instigator of this treachery?
From what I know of the man, and based on what my spies report from Thracia, Damianos holds great sway over the mercantile and political classes there. They fear and admire him in equal parts. I am certain he is responsible.
Then I believe we should remove Damianos from the picture.
You think Thracia could be brought back in line without him? Indeed. I think you're right. You will have to go and deal with him yourself. If a legatus shows up at his doorsteps and demands to see him, he will not be able to turn you away. Bring your gladiator friend. And make no mistake, what Damianos has done is treason. If you need to take his life, you are free to do so.
Okay. Ah, that's Thracia. I'll have to be inside our outpost to do anything. The Wine Master. Several times throughout your travels in this region, you have heard rumors of a wise philosopher hermit who lives on a towering and inhospitable mountain peak, who will pass his wisdom to any who dare to make the arduous climb to his home. Oh, wise master, not wine master. This morning, you see that very peak on the horizon, rising tall and formidable above the other mountains that surround it. Its shape is unmistakable. Let's find a place to make camp at the base of that mountain. I will attempt to journey to its peak. Pleased with your boldness and excited to learn the truth behind the rumors, your Praetorians lead the way as you veer towards the mountain. It's several hours' travel until you locate a good place for a camp. You dismount and prepare for the climb. It is only little afternoon when you begin your ascent. You've brought warm clothes, a sack of day's rations, and 2 flasks of water. At first, it's easy going. There's an even path, and the weather is clear. As the afternoon wears on, however, the climb becomes more difficult. The path is steeper, the ground less even, and the air grows thin and cold. Suddenly, Pebbles loose roll foot under your feet and send you careening over the edge into a steep drop. You dig your fingers into the rocky ground and scrape your arms and hands painfully as you fall. Eventually, your efforts slow you enough that you are able to find purchase with your sandals. Looking down, your stomach twists at the abyss beneath you. Slowly and straining with effort, you climb the rocks again, taking great care where you place your hands and feet. After what feels like hours, you made it back to the place you were when the path gave way and caused you to fall. Rustled but undeterred, you continue to climb until hours later you reach the summit where you were faced by a modest stone hut. Chimney smoke rises lazily from a hole in its roof. The hermit comes out to greet you, pleased to have company. It's been months since anyone last attempted the journey, he explains. He invites you in and offers you a poultice to treat your scraped skin. Then you talk. The wise old philosopher has dedicated his life to the philosophy of the body. He has mastered 2 ancient techniques, and he will teach you one if you desire. His lessons as the philosophy of asceticism will teach you to reduce your need for food, so you will not need to eat as often. His personal breakthrough in the philosophy of stoicism will teach you to bear your injuries well and keep injuries from taking hold of you. Teach me to strengthen my constitution. You spend a few days with the wise master, listening to his teachings in the evening and experiencing his way of life during the day. You help him tend to his garden and herd his sheep. When you finally take your leave of him and head back down the mountain, you feel enriched and understanding. Your Praetorians receive you with visible elation and eagerly question you about your experiences. Once the curiosities are fully sated, you continue along your journey. What did we get? Constitution downgrades the deterioration risk of any untreated injury by 1 severity level. Cool. Right. Let's continue our trek. We're going to stop once we get there because we're getting kind of late. So I'll go with the pleasantries. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it, as always. I am Sir Joseph. You guys are always awesome. If you get a chance, like, subscribe, and comment. I appreciate all of that as well. Ooh, there's a thing to get. Let's go get this loot. So like I said, like, subscribe, and comment. I do appreciate that. Found some armor. We're going to go ahead and take that. So, until next time, y'all stay safe out there. And I'll talk to you later.